Michael Cohen was more than just Trump's lawyer. He was an extension of Trump himself. He was the fixer, the man who made problems disappear, often without a trace. He was the loyal soldier who handled the messiest problems, the kind that could threaten the entire empire. For over a decade, Cohen was deep inside Trump's inner circle, privy to every secret, every deal, every strategy. He was dedicated to protecting the boss at any cost, shielding him from scrutiny and potential legal jeopardy. His loyalty was legendary, almost mythical, a cornerstone of Trump's organization. His identity was inextricably tied to Trump's world, his fate seemingly intertwined with the president's success. But in April 2018, everything changed in a way no one could have predicted. It was then that the FBI raided Cohen's office, home, and even his hotel room, turning his world upside down. The pressure mounted with each passing day, each new headline, each whispered accusation, and the loyalty that once protected him, that had defined his career, became a trap, a gilded cage from which there seemed no escape. Facing legal peril and the potential for a long prison sentence, Cohen made a dramatic choice, a decision that would alter the course of history. He decided to cooperate fully with federal prosecutors, turning against the man he had once served so faithfully. This wasn't just a legal move, a calculated strategy to reduce his sentence. It was a personal reckoning, a moment of truth that forced him to confront the consequences of his actions. Cohen's decision to flip signaled a significant crack in Trump's seemingly impenetrable fortress, a breach in the wall of secrecy. This threat was coming from the inside, from someone who knew where all the bodies were buried, the ultimate insider, the man who had been closest to the president for so long. He was now prepared to reveal the secrets he once protected with unwavering ferocity, secrets that could potentially bring down the entire administration. His cooperation sent shockwaves through Washington, D.C., rattling the foundations of power. The president's most trusted confidant, the man who knew everything. He was about to become his most formidable accuser, a witness with first-hand knowledge of the president's alleged wrongdoings. The stage was set for a cascade of revelations that would shake the presidency to its core and leave an indelible mark on American history. In August 2018, Michael Cohen, once a loyal confidant of Donald Trump, found himself facing the consequences of his actions. He pleaded guilty to a series of charges, including tax evasion and bank fraud, marking a significant turning point in the unfolding saga. But it was his admission of campaign finance violations that sent shockwaves through the political landscape. This particular charge carried immense weight, suggesting a deliberate effort to circumvent election laws. He admitted arranging hush money payments to Stormy Daniels, a development that had been swirling in the media for months, finally confirmed in a court of law. And Karen McDougal, another woman who claimed to have had an affair with Trump, also received a similar payment according to Cohen's testimony. These payments, Cohen stated, were orchestrated to silence their stories during the crucial 2016 campaign period, a time when every detail could sway public opinion. Cohen told the court, under oath, that he acted in coordination with and at the direction of a federal candidate, a clear and direct accusation that implicated someone higher up the chain of command. Clearly, Donald Trump. The implication was unmistakable, leaving little room for doubt about who Cohen was referring to. For the first time, the possibility of presidential involvement in potentially illegal activities loomed large. A close Trump associate directly implicated the sitting president in a federal crime, an unprecedented situation that threw the White House into turmoil. Cohen described how the Trump Organization, the business empire that had long been synonymous with the Trump name, helped facilitate the payments, further entangling the president's personal and professional life in the scandal. The intention, according to prosecutors, was to influence the election by suppressing potentially damaging information. Prosecutors argued these were, in effect, illegal campaign contributions, disguised as legal expenses or other legitimate business transactions. These contributions far exceeding legal limits, potentially giving the Trump campaign an unfair advantage over its rivals. The White House could no longer dismiss Cohen as a minor player or a disgruntled former employee. His accusations carried significant weight. He was Trump's personal lawyer for many years, privy to sensitive information, and now a convicted felon cooperating with authorities. Cohen's plea shattered the firewall around Trump, exposing the president to potential legal and political jeopardy, raising the specter of impeachment, a process that could potentially remove a sitting president from office. The legal and political stakes for the presidency had never been higher, creating an atmosphere of uncertainty and anticipation in Washington. The narrative of a witch hunt, which had been a constant refrain from the White House, was no longer sustainable in the face of mounting evidence. The president was now directly in the crosshairs, facing unprecedented scrutiny and the potential for serious legal repercussions. In November 2018, Cohen pleaded guilty to lying to Congress about a secret Trump Tower Moscow project. He had falsely claimed negotiations ended in January 2016, before the primaries. In reality, talks continued deep into the campaign, with Trump and his family involved. This lie concealed Trump's ongoing business interests in Russia, while he publicly denied any such dealings. At the same time Trump praised Putin, his company was seeking a lucrative deal requiring Russian approval. Cohen's deception raised serious questions about conflicts of interest and potential foreign influence. By coming clean, Cohen gave special counsel Mueller a crucial piece of the puzzle. His confession showed someone in Trump's orbit was willing to lie to protect the campaign. The cover-up was exposed, and Cohen was now helping to pull back the curtain. The Russia investigation gained new credibility and momentum. Michael Cohen's decision to cooperate with investigators proved to be a pivotal moment. His intimate knowledge of the inner workings of the Trump organization and his willingness to share that information became a significant asset for law enforcement. Cohen's testimony provided a detailed roadmap into Trump's complex world, offering insights into financial dealings, business practices, and personal relationships. His televised testimony before Congress was explosive, captivating the nation and sending shockwaves through the political landscape. Under oath, he didn't hold back, leveling serious accusations. He called Trump a racist, a con man, and a cheat, painting a damning portrait of the man he once served so loyally. To bolster his claims, he presented documents as evidence, offering tangible proof to support his allegations. Unsurprisingly, the Trump team responded with fury, launching a full-scale counter-offensive. They vehemently attacked Cohen's credibility, attempting to discredit him at every turn and painting him as a liar seeking revenge. But Cohen's testimony fueled multiple investigations, opening new avenues of inquiry for prosecutors and investigators. This included one that ultimately led to criminal charges being filed against the Trump Organization, a significant blow to the company's reputation and bottom line. His decision to flip, to betray the trust he once held, showed that even the most loyal insiders, those closest to power, could break the code of silence, choosing truth and justice over blind allegiance. Cohen's journey from fixer, the man who made problems disappear, to federal inmate, paying the price for his own misdeeds, to star witness, a key figure in investigations that threatened the highest echelons of power, became a defining chapter of the Trump era. His story is a cautionary tale, a stark reminder about the limits of loyalty when it clashes with ethical obligations, and the enduring power of the rule of law to hold even the most powerful accountable. While his actions didn't ultimately bring down the president, they exposed vulnerabilities and challenged the narrative of unwavering success. They left a lasting mark on the historical record, forever altering the perception of the Trump presidency. Cohen's revelations, regardless of his own motivations, ensured that the truth, however uncomfortable, would challenge the carefully constructed official narrative. The consequences of his choices, the ripple effects of his decisions, continued to reverberate in American politics, shaping the landscape for years to come.